Hello everyone, this is Necrostevo, and you're watching my 28th narrated Wi-Fi battle, which is actually my 100 subscriber special. So, major thanks to the Pokemon Pit Beta for putting up my video. I probably would not have reached this milestone without that video going up there. And thank you all for your feedback on that video and on my other videos. And welcome to my new subscribers. If you missed it before, I'm a third-year law student. I'm 22. Really like Pokemon. In case you couldn't tell, I kind of make more time for it than I probably should with law studies going on, but I really enjoy it. And I breed an EV train everything, so I enjoy that aspect of it as well. If you need to battle me or if you want me to use something in battle, be sure to post it in the comments, add me on Skype or anything like that. But for now, let's get right to this battle. So this is an interesting battle I had against one of my new followers. So be sure to check out his link in the description. But this is the first time I'm running a rain team like this, so I was interested to see how it was going to turn out. He leads off with Flareon and Porygon Z, and I lead off with my Politoed and my Thundurus. Now you saw from the team preview there I had a few unconventional Pokemon for a rain team, but that's all because this battle is really all about Maractus. It's about getting Maractus set up for sweeps and just making it basically unkillable. So on the first turn I protect there because I knew that he might see Thundurus as a bigger threat. And also I was going to be using a Choice Spec Surf with my Politoed. That's going to... I've had several situations where I've killed both of my opponent's opposing Pokemon with Politoed using Choice Spec Surf. And if one of them lives, normally Thundurus is fast enough to outspeed it. Sometimes I lead with Tornadus instead of Thundurus. Either way, I protect, so I'm able to make sure I handle that appropriately. So his next Pokemon is Torterra after Porygon Z barely lives it. He does have a pretty decent special defense stat. But I know that it's faster than Politoed, so I just go straight for the Thunder to finish it off. And now that there's only one Pokemon on his side of the field, Surf is going to do full damage to that Pokemon rather than being cut down to 75% of its power. So I do hit my Thundurus with that attack. I figure he's a god of sorts. He's going to be able to take it. And fortunately his Focus Sash does allow him to take it. Again, this battle was kind of ballsy, and we weren't really taking things too seriously, so, you know, why not? Just throw it out there. But I was actually surprised that his Torterra lives that. Granted, it was neutral damage, but Torterra does not have the best special defense. He goes for the Leaf Storm, which I don't think I've ever seen Torterra run that outside of Ash's Torterra on the show. And we all know that Ash doesn't really know what he's doing. Okay, he knows what he's doing to some extent, but Pikachu aimed for the horn. That makes me wonder. So his next Pokemon is Blastoise, and here's where I bring out my Maractus, which is awesome that I'm able to get it into the battle this early, up against a Blastoise and a Torterra. They're gonna have some issues with the stab attack. Blastoise might have had the Ice Beam, which is why I went ahead and used Thunder on it. And I wasn't sure what else his Torterra wanted to do. It may have had Rock Slide, but since he was running Leaf Storm, it may have been a mix set. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but he just goes for another Leaf Storm, knowing that I only have 1 HP left on my Thundurus. And he knocks it out, which gives me a free chance to set up a substitute with my Maractus. That's kind of the first part of the plan there. This Maractus is very weird. I accidentally bred it too early. I was actually supposed to get the Dream World ability Storm Drain, but it's not released yet. So I bred one that had Water Absorb, and I decided to run with it. So it's here Cryptumi, which is the other half of the Maractus plan, comes out. And I'm expecting the Psychic to hit him in the face. This is my VGC Amoonguss, so he has mixed defenses with max HP. And so I'm able to block that Psychic. Leaf Storm hits, but after -4 special attack, it's not going to break the sub, obviously. And that allows me to go for the Acupressure, which I did not realize that Maractus could learn Acupressure. A little while ago, one of my followers told me he wanted to see me use a Maractus. And I was trying to figure out something unique it could do that wasn't outclassed by other grass types. And using Acupressure with the Sub-Seeding and the Giga Drain with the Big Root to keep it alive seemed to be the best way to go. My opponent makes weird. I think that may have actually been a misclick for him to use Psycho Cut right there. But since Amoonguss has really good stats as far as defense go, I think this has more defense than special defense because there's a lot more physical sweepers around at the gym. But otherwise, it is pretty evenly mixed. And he breaks my sub with the Giga Impact, which probably would have broken any type of sub that Maractus wanted to put up there. But that does mean he has to recharge next turn. So I'm able to put the Alakazam to sleep, get another acupressure boost, and Maractus is really just trying to get pumped up here to do some damage to this team. As long as I keep my Amoonguss alive and I can predict the attacks correctly to use the appropriate Protect or Rage Powder, then it'll give Maractus a much larger chance of staying alive and doing a lot more damage. So right there I go for the Giga Drain on his Alakazam just to heal off some of the damage he did to me. I'm pretty sure I can live a Psychic if I'm at close to full HP, and right there I get back up to that. The Torterra is really not a threat because it has all those special attack drops and it also has to recharge from its Giga Impact. So I use the Rage Powder on this turn, and I also just make sure I kill off that Alakazam. I didn't want Maractus taking any extra damage, and the Alakazam was a bigger threat than the Torterra. A lot of my personal friends know me for my Pokefax that I do. I actually get a lot of the phone numbers of my friends, and I send out Pokefax weekly. So I hope you all are enjoying the Pokefax down there in the bottom. Most of those are ones that I do off the top of my head, which kind of tells you how much I spend reading war stories, or I just remember stats. Sometimes I'll have to look up the base stats, but if it's like one or two more important stats, like speed or that type of thing, I typically know them. But here I go for the Rage Powder because I expected that Haxorus to go straight for the Maractus if he had the chance to, and I just went for another Acupressure because I could. I was kind of surprised to see that Maractus outsped the Haxorus, which was kind of weird. I don't know what investment he has on that Haxorus, but it does have a Japanese name, so since he got it off the GTS, I don't really know. But, you know, all that aside, I am able to Rage Powder that over to my Amoonguss. Here I Rage Powder again, because why not? Because Maractus, you know, even though my Amoonguss is becoming the center of attention, Maractus is doing all the work right here. So that right there works out very, very well as I take out the Torterra. And with Maractus' great special attack, this is max special, well, not max special attack, I think it's like 3 points short of max. But it is modest, and it does have 2 special, no, now it's at +4 actually. So a +4, almost max special attack, Maractus using Giga Drain on a Haxorus. His HP is going down, 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 and he lives. Which is unfortunate. I kind of wanted Maractus to go in and take him out. Interestingly there, although I do have the Water Absorb does not pull attacks when they target both Pokemon. That's why when I'm using Surf from my side of the field, it'll absorb into Maractus because it's only targeting one. But from his side, it just hits both, and it gets the damage cut down. So, thank you for the battle. I hope you all continue to enjoy my content. Definitely like this video if you enjoyed it, and definitely leave some things in the comments on Pokemon you'd like to see. I may have already bred them, or it'll give me something to breed and train up. But thank you all so much for your support, and I will see you all later.